Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to our VideoRay Insights Premier Virtual Presentation. My name is Jeff Orlowski, and I'm going to be your host for this session. It's important to know as a participant, your cameras are disabled and your microphones have been muted. We will be monitoring the chat window for your questions, and we also plan to answer as many as we can at the end of the session. This session is being recorded, and we will post a recording and a transcript of the entire Q&A, including questions we are unable to answer during the session. Please allow us a day or two to complete the posting. The website URL for the recording will be listed at the end of the session, as well as posted on our website at www.videoray.com, and email to all registrants as well. We're proud to use today's Insights presentation to introduce our new Workhorse and Expeditionary products to you. These products are designed to complement, extend, and integrate with our Mission Specialist product line. While we've been building ROVs since 1999, our vision has always been to transform the way work is performed underwater, which encompasses more than just ROVs. Every design starts with an understanding of the environment, operational requirements, including sensors and tooling, and engineering principles. Through our efforts and with our partners, we have developed a proven track record of being the global leader in small underwater technologies and solutions. Our successes inspire us to seek even greater challenges. We must go deeper, fight stronger currents, be more portable, yet carry larger payloads, be more autonomous, yet easy to set up and use, and more. There is an unspoken universal axiom about progress. The goalposts keep moving. And so we are responsive to our customers as they endeavor to chase their goalposts to accomplish more than could be done yesterday. Together we have a synergy that leads to an even brighter tomorrow. Innovation and customer support have long been hallmarks of our reputation. Each generation of VideoRay ROVs included many industry firsts or brought new capabilities and levels of performance to systems in our size and weight class. While our products have undergone technological overhauls several times, we never lose sight of our history and how dramatic changes can devalue your previous investments. We maintain a strong commitment to ensuring that we provide support and service for years, even after a product has been discontinued. Even today, one of our very first A-series VideoRays delivered will occasionally pass through our repair shop. Wherever possible, we also try to preserve continuity of new products with existing. An example is our tether specification, which hasn't changed since the first VideoRays went into service over 20 years ago. Before diving into the details of our new products that we're here to present to you, let's have a brief chat with Scott Bentley, co-founder, CEO, and principal owner of VideoRay, about why these are so critical to our mutual success at this point in time.
So we were faced with two different kinds of deployments. One was from a small boat where the ability to work in strong currents and with a small footprint was more important than the ability to work for long periods of time. That battery deployment from the vehicle itself rather than from the surface is amazing because it provides more power to the vehicle than you would get otherwise with a much smaller tether. So that's one option that's very attractive to some kinds of uses, some kinds of deployments, some kinds of missions. The traditional VideoRay surface applied, where you could keep the vehicle underwater for 24 hours, even longer, maybe 4 or 5 days, is another kind of deployment that we've traditionally been good at. The amazing thing is we've now given the same options for both of these on one vehicle. So what we've been able to do because of the modular design of the Mission Specialist line is use the same vehicle, the same accessories, in many cases, the same surface control option for either batteries at the vehicle and a thin tether, which works well in strong currents, or surface supplied, which works well for long duration deployments. No one else in the industry can do that.
The Mission Specialist is categorized as being powerful, portable, capable, and modular. Even with this solid foundation, we've reached a crossroads on the path between power and portability. To help you understand this domain space and how these new products address the specific needs of each, we've designated them as either workhorse or expeditionary. As you can see, workhorse products are most suited to environments where continuous power is available and the equipment's footprint or space requirements are not a significant concern. When you think about expeditionary, things that come to mind are compact, lightweight, self-contained, and reserved for mission-critical items only. Our expeditionary products are well suited to fill this role with quiet and clean-running self-contained power, less weight overall, and a significant reduced footprint. As an added benefit, specific expeditionary configurations can provide higher power at the vehicle for more thrust and use thinner tether for less drag. So let's have a look at some of these new products. We're assuming everyone is familiar with our traditional Mission Specialist operator control console, but if not, it includes a built-in computer with the control software installed and is operated from shore power, which can be land-based or by using a generator or a battery and inverter combination. We're now referring to it as Workhorse because it fits in that domain space of unlimited power, and the footprint it occupies doesn't really matter. Key specifications of the Workhorse operator control console include the high-performance built-in computer, an integral full high-definition daylight viewable display, universal AC input, 400-volt DC output with 1,500 watts available for the ROV with GFCI, line insulation monitor, and interlock safety protection circuits, multiple ports for secondary video display, other devices such as GPS and antenna, and internet connectivity. The first truly new Workhorse product is the splash-proof version of the console. It provides the same functional operating capability as the Workhorse operator control console, but in an all-weather package with complete IP65 protection for all topside components. Like the standard Workhorse control console, it requires external power. It includes our removable rugged IP65 rated tablet computer and all the capabilities of the traditional operator control console. Removable side joystick pods can be attached to the computer for an ergonomic alternative to typical desktop constraints. The console controller with video display can be positioned in your lap with your hands at your sides. Our testing has validated the comfort level and the new software that was designed with the tablet in mind to optimize the screen space and interactions. The panel is also IP65 rated to complement the computer for a complete topside station capable of working in wet weather conditions. An added benefit to the fanless design is its whisper quiet operation. We'll provide more details about the expeditionary computer and controller pods in just a few minutes. While generators have been the usual go-to solution for remote power, their use includes some considerable drawbacks, including fuel management, noise, and fumes. The Mission Specialist portable power supply eliminates all three of those concerns. This system delivers sufficient power with room to spare for Mission Specialist systems and is also IP65 rated. It supports sealed lead acid, nickel metal hydride, or lithium batteries, giving you the flexibility of weight, price, and performance. The batteries are hot swappable, allowing for continuous uninterrupted operations. The state-of-the-art charging system includes a phone app for monitoring charging and operational status and battery life management. This pack-and-go system is ideal for air travel to far-off remote operating sites. For added interoperability, the portable power supply can be used with any VideoRay system. In a few moments, we're going to have a look at the new expeditionary products. But before we do that, let's have a brief chat with Joe Vespasiani, the mechanical design engineer and project leader for some of these products.
My background is in machining. My father owns a machine shop, and I grew up operating manual lathes and mills, and that brought me to mechanical engineering, which I pursued at Temple University. And I was hired into VideoRay right out of school, and since then I've been managing and designing all the topside equipment for VideoRay. So I've aided in the design of the expeditionary and workhorse splashproof systems. The biggest limitations in the past has been having an AC outlet, having shore power readily available, as well as the waterproofing of our equipment. So in AC power, if somebody doesn't have an outlet nearby, they pretty much need to use a generator, which on a small boat is puffing fumes and needs gas to operate, and it becomes a messy situation. Additionally speaking, when you're on that small boat, you're way more subject to tide and waves and just absolutely destroying your equipment. So those two factors contributed most to the new equipment, getting batteries on the vehicle so that we could not have to worry about AC power, as well as getting all the equipment splash proof so that we could operate on a kayak if you wanted to and have confidence that your equipment will work. The biggest challenge was trying to think through every use case scenario for the equipment, as well as keep the equipment backwards compatible to current equipment. So we weren't trying to make a new line of equipment that people had to hand in their old equipment for and get this new stuff. We wanted to create a new line of modular items that people could use with their current equipment and use for new applications and better suit their specific application. So the Mission Specialist technology is about having specific modules for your specific application and being able to mix them and match them for any use case scenario. So the expeditionary and workhorse systems are simply an expansion of that Mission Specialist gear to better suit further applications, like we're operating off of a small boat, as well as areas where you're subject to waves and splashes and anything that could damage the equipment. I think that the users will benefit most from our power. Our vehicle has unmatched power, and giving it batteries on the vehicle actually unleashes a bit more power than our current AC powered system. Additionally, I think that our users will benefit most from the modularity of the system, where they use the exact same vehicle for any use case scenario, and there's essentially a module for any type of application they may go towards. The future is more powerful, better equipment for every use case.
So now we're going to go into a little bit more detail on the Expeditionary Suite. For the ultimate all-weather protection, maximum portability, and superior power performance on long tethers, we offer the Expeditionary Suite, including the splash-proof controller, tether, reel, and subsea batteries. All Expeditionary equipment is IP65 rated. So let's have a look at some of these product details. The subsea batteries put the power source on the vehicle. eliminating any power loss from the tether and offering improved thruster performance, especially on long tethers. As Scott mentioned in his interview, we believe this hybrid topside vehicle power source option is an industry first. The batteries include a rapid, toolless cam lock system for attachment and removal. Older Defenders will need a new bottom plate, but a replacement is provided for anyone purchasing the subsea batteries for an older vehicle. The batteries have minimal impact on the vehicle's hydrodynamics and weigh 4 kilograms, or 8.8 pounds, in air and 0.8 kilograms, or 1.8 pounds, in water per battery. The subsea batteries include the required charging modules, and all components are delivered in a single rugged case. As with all vehicle systems that use onboard batteries, operation time is limited due to battery life, but the ROV can be returned to the surface for recharging or quick replacement with fresh batteries. With onboard power on the vehicle when using the subsea batteries, additional optimization of other components is now possible. The tether can be streamlined by removing the unnecessary conductors. The new copper communications tether includes only a single twisted pair for Ethernet communications. The power, RS-485, and interlock circuits in the traditional tether are no longer needed and have been removed. The tether still includes Kevlar, but is only 3.5 millimeters in diameter, which is a 43% reduction, which reduces drag by an even larger margin. The tether footprint and weight are also significantly reduced, making this and the whole system even more portable. Another innovative design element of the tether is a unique feature at the ROV end. There is an armor over tube that makes deploying and retrieving the vehicle by hand much easier and helps reduce snags. The reel includes a level wind and hand crank. It's important to note that a powered option will be available in the future. The reel also includes a battery which can provide additional backup power to the splash-proof controller and other topside devices such as a USB-L beacon. The communications tether and reel system is limited to 550 meters of copper tether. A fiber optic version of the tether and reel is planned. Fiber will extend the working range into kilometers. The Expeditionary splash-proof controller can be used with the subsea batteries and the Expeditionary tether and reel. It is also the same computer that is included with the Workhorse control console. As a standalone, it can be equipped with the modular Quick Connect ergonomically designed joystick controller side pods. It can be used on a flat surface with its integrated kickstand or by using the included shoulder harness. A single lightweight cord connects the controller to the Workhorse IP65 console or the tether reel. And, as you can see, the system specifications are designed for high performance in extreme operating environments. It's important to recall at this point that the overall conceptual design goals of the Workhorse and Expeditionary products were to create a modular, compatible, configurable, capable, and cost-effective solution to a wider range of operating requirements and environments. From our humble beginnings with the simple swimming camera to these exciting new products, we think we've achieved these goals with the execution of superior systems that outperform and outclass anything we've attempted before, let alone dramatically exceeding the competitive offerings. Now that we've seen these products up close and have learned a lot more about them, we'll conclude this presentation by looking at various operating requirements and recommended Workhorse and Expeditionary configurations. It's important to realize that the modular nature of these products offers several key benefits. The first being that the equipment configuration can be optimized for the work environment and available power resources or space requirements. The second being the new products can be used as a set or mixed and matched with existing equipment. And the last being that they preserve the value of previous investments and can be added as needed. I'm sure this first operating scenario is familiar to all video array operators. The configuration consists of existing traditional Defender components. Next, we now offer a complete solution where many users have had to provide ad hoc approaches to the challenges of keeping their equipment dry. Our new IP65 rated products means you only have to focus on your comfort. The equipment can handle anything Mother Nature has to throw at it. For remote operating locations, you can now leave the generator, fuel, and related concerns behind. The portable power supply produces no noise or fumes, and with hot swappable batteries can offer extended run times to complete remote jobs in a self-contained configuration. When the maximum portability or maximum power is required, the Expeditionary Suite is the new go-to solution for operating from small, wet spaces or in strong currents. When the maximum portability or maximum power is required, the Expeditionary Suite is the new go-to solution for operating from small, wet spaces or in strong currents. As you can see in this mock-up, the footprint is incredibly small, especially once the ROV is deployed. At this point, it's actually smaller than the VideoRay Scout, which is our smallest system. I'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from the CEO of VideoRay, Scott Bentley.
Thanks for coming today. We really appreciate your time. We think these new capabilities will help you solve problems underwater that couldn't be solved before.
We'll now take some questions. If you have any questions, you can type it in the chat. So we have a couple questions here. Can the current operator control console be used with the ROV subsea batteries? We're going to pass this off to Andy Goldstein here to answer that question.
So yes, it can. The topside power delivers 400 volts to the power converter on the vehicle. It then converts it to 48 local, which is the same output on batteries that are, those are diode protected. So that all works. In the future, we'd like to improve the load sharing and potentially have the topside power also provide, charging capability to the batteries, but that's a future revision. But as of now, yeah, you could slap on batteries and fly the vehicle with your current OCC.
We have another question. How soon can we see these at a convention somewhere?
So we've been showing them already. They were at OTC. I believe they're going to be at Ocean Business as well. Yeah, so you can see them right now.
We have another question here. Are you looking to incorporate USBL for underwater positioning?
This is Tom, Manager of Support at VideoRay. We already support USBL on basically all of our vehicles. So it's available now on the Mission Specialist. It is integrated in the software as well, so that it's part of the control software.
Okay, this is Andy. On the new Expeditionary products, there's actually a dedicated port as well for sort of more easy plug and play USBLs.
What is the price for the complete system?
We'll have a slide at the end of the question and answer period here with contact information, and for the answer to that type of question, you should contact your VideoRay account manager or your regional VideoRay representative.
All right, we have one more question here. Will the ROV subsea batteries work with the Pro 4 and Pro 5?
So right now we have no engineers working on mounts for the Pro 4 or that integration. We can probably be talked into it, but right now no plans. Pro 5, the intent is to support the battery.
Great. Well, if nobody else has any questions, we thank you for participating. And the next slide that we're going to show is going to direct you to our website and where you can find out more information about the products that you saw today. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.